Hey, what's up, yo? It's my Stamina Night Blade. Made some changes recently. It's gonna be my last stream before the patch tonight for Greymore. I've been doing a little research on the changes to Stamina Night Blades. It's not significant enough for me to say that I'm going to be changing my build for this update, but we will see. I'm going to do a little bit more research on some of the new sets, whether or not they're viable for me to farm for it. But last night I did some testing with this build and I'm loving it so far. The damage is incredible. I'm able to survive. So today I'm going to share it with you. It's going to be a quick stream. I'm going to talk to you about my build after I do a quick battlegrounds. First I'm going to go gotta level up my mount because this is a new character, and as you can see my mount is slow. It's nothing worse than having a slow mount in Cyrodiil. Could use rapids, but while I do this, let me go ahead and queue. Give you a little demonstration of
welcome
how my build works. Okay. So it might take a minute for me to get a battleground queue. So in the meantime, I'll go over my build. First, I'll show you my gear. I was hesitant to do it for a while, but New Moon Alkalite seems to be the meta for most PvP players, especially for stamina. Went with Maul for the extra penetration, sharpened, golded it out, and as you can see, the traits for stamina characters are significant. You get weapon damage, spell critical, weapon damage, spell damage, physical penetration, spell penetration, and on the 5th trait you get weapon damage, but it does increase the cost of your active abilities. So that negative effect isn't too bad though. I thought I was going to hate it, but it's not that bad. I'm testing out poisons. Right now I'm using double damage poisons on my Maul. Master's bow. I've tried different bows, like the Asylum bow. I'm going to be trying to test out the Potentate's bow, see if I enjoy that, but so far I've enjoyed Master's bow because the Master's bow gives you that increased weapon damage by 301 against targets affected by poison arrow, and I always start my rotation out with poison arrow, so it just works out getting that extra weapon damage. I'm gonna put the lethal poison on there as well. Okay, looks like we got a queue, so I'm gonna go ahead and join that. Then I'll continue this afterwards. So I've had the Stamblade Night Blade for a while. Originally created him for PvE, then after the, which was it, the Harrowstorm or the previous patch, I forget which patch it was, but I'm enjoying the Stamblade Night Blade now. So, Stamina Night Blade, you know, obviously you're going to be focusing on the stealth abilities. That's how you're going to survive. A lot of times before I go into stealth, I've learned from watching other players that you hit your trigger, then go into stealth. That's the best way for you to get your health back. Or you could even rally, then go into stealth. It's a nice burst of health back. Alright, so I always start off
sweet music.
hitting with the relentless focus. That way I can have that ready, that lasts 60 seconds, so I don't have to rebuff it very often. Alright, that match. Team's coming in first. Everyone's playing slowly right now. I use evade, reduces damage from the AoEs. Poison injection. This build is squishy, I've noticed. So you gotta really get in and get out quick. You got it, right? Definitely done. Got nothing I put. Get out. For the longest time I didn't like that playstyle, but I learned to really enjoy it. Oof. Let's focus. Elude. I knew he was gonna go stealth. Alright, got that kill. That execute, you gotta hit that execute when you see him under 50%. Rally. Relentless.
Make victory be ours.
Good. That's ready. I'm going to stealth. Figured and stealth out. Great way to survive. He trapped himself in there. I don't like fighting with my back surrounded here. There's that shade there for my escape. Stand out. Stealth. See that shade just saved me? It's a bomb, dude. Very frustrating when people who knows how to use that shade properly. Dang, it's right behind me. Nope, I'm out. They lost their chance. You gotta be able to kill Nightblade quick before he escapes. together. I don't blame them. They're not very good, so the best way to win in Battlegrounds is to stay grouped. Looks like a couple Nightblades. No, King David here is a Nightblade. Nightblades do best by themselves. He's dead. Has he even came down from there? I don't think he has. Okay, got my relentless, rally, Nightblade on my back, huh? Okay, help him. Purple team got destroyed. Okay, my evade is down. Let me put that up. Relentless for my heals. They're not rushing in. Okay. Rally. Vigor on the way out. Oh no! Nice meteor. I was already low on health. He got me. So, I've seen some people not use and execute for Nightblades. They just stack weapon damage. And I understand weapon damage does scale your healing, but my build's a little squishy, and I prefer not to stack the weapon damage. I prefer to have the ability to get in and out quickly, kill quickly. I'm not too squishy, but 1vx in Battlegrounds can be a problem. He's running. Okay. Playing smart there. That trap. This guy doesn't want it. Oh man. Get out. Yep. Okay. Got my Scourge ready. Potion ready. Going with a heavy attack if possible. Oh, poor guy. Oof. Dang. Poor guy. Oh, that was like almost a 2-hit kill right there. Did y'all see that? That was amazing. Wow. Might turn that into a clip. No, he's dead. From underneath here. Not gonna walk through all the AoEs. Okay. Well, there you have it. 15 kills, 3 deaths. Pretty squishy build. Being able to utilize the stealth the way I was and the heals really made a difference in my ability to effectively play as a Stamina Nightblade. As you can see, this was a success. I'm glad I was able to give y'all a little insight on what it's like. So when we get back, I'll finish talking about my build. Pretty excited about Greymore tonight. Won't be able to play until I get out of work. I may be doing some changes, but from what I see, this build should still be effective in this next update tonight. Alright, so Newman Acolyte Maul for the penetration, double dot damage poisons. Okay. Master's Bow, start your rotation for the poison injection so that way you can get that increased weapon damage. More poison. Troll King. I tried to go with sets that give me extra DPS, but from what I've experienced, my style of gameplay isn't always sneaking. I do like to go in there and roll dodge and take a few hits and try to get the kill with low health. I'm fine with that, but with this Troll King set, I put on the Troll King because when you heal yourself or an ally and they're below 50% health, the health recovery is increased by 1494 for 10 seconds. That's an incredible health burst, which is what y'all saw when I was low health. I'd stealth out, and then I would go into, I would vigor and then stealth out, and you would see my health just go back up. Shield Breaker. Shield Breaker, I went with this because I've fought a lot of people who like to, stack shields, whether it's a DK or a Sork. And I constantly run into it. All Magicka characters tend to run Hardness Magicka if they're not shield stacking, but this basically turns that into butter. So it increases my weapon damage down by 6%, and it's doubled when they have a damage shield activated. And notice that it's not impen. I went with well fitted because I do roll dodge a lot. And I thought about changing it to impen, but from what it looks like on this next update, that's going to be probably best anyways, because everybody's going to get a natural impen as part of the world boss. So yeah, 5-piece shield breaker on the body, all medium pieces. I did have 2 of them. Wait, hold on. One. Yeah, I only have one well fitted. I'm going to be considering different traits after this. I'm probably going to be changing the legs or the waist. I haven't decided yet. And then the rest new Acolyte. And with the new Acolyte, I have Bloodthirsty weapon damage, Bloodthirsty weapon damage, and then infused weapon damage. This seems to be working out well for me since I'm running an execute. That Bloodthirsty makes sure that I definitely get the kill. A lot of times people will survive because of they have they burst out their heals, or they try to teleport, whatever the situation may be, but Bloodthirsty ensures I get that kill. With the skills, Relentless Focus, that's going to be something that you cast at the beginning of the fight. That way you can ensure that you get the um, the spectral arrow while active, hitting 5 light or heavy attacks. Usually I'm already hitting a few light attacks while running in with my bow, so I'll hit maybe 2 or 3, and then when I get to the enemy, spectral bow will usually be ready by then, and it allows you to fire a spectral arrow for half the cost that deals 17,743 disease damage and heals me for 33% of the damage done if I'm within 7 meters. And most of the time I am within 7 meters, so I'm going to get that. Okay, I'll take her. And then surprise attack. This is my spammable. I'm going to use this for reducing their physical resistance by 5%, and it deals physical damage, and it deals the additional physical resistance when I'm flanking. And if I am sneaking, it stuns the enemy for 3 seconds and sets him off balance. So Executioner, I am using Executioner because of it dealing up to 400% more damage to health with to enemies with less than 50% health. It's a huge execute. It's the best one in the game right now for stamina. Shadowy Disguise, of course. Then Rally. Incapacitating Strikes. Okay. If I cast it with more than 120 ultimate, the enemy is stunned. Which usually, if I can hit them with a spectral bow and stun them, that's usually a kill, unless the person's really tanky. Shuffle. I use this for survivability, and it puts me in major evasion, decreasing damage from area of attacks by 25% for 20 seconds. Each piece of medium armor worn removes and grants immunity to snares and immobilize for 1 second. And with this I'm wearing 7 medium pieces, so that's going to grant immunity and snares for 7 seconds. Leeching Strikes. Leeching Strikes is this for the heal and the stamina regen that you get from each light or heavy attack. And when fully charged heavy attacks, it restores twice the value, and restoring up to 4,270 additional stamina when it ends. And I always try to let this end, that way I can get that additional stamina burst regeneration. Poison Injection, we use that for the damage and also to proc our Master's Bow. Shadow Image, we use this for an escape, but it also allows us to put minor maim on the enemy, reducing the enemy's damage down by 15% for 4 seconds. So it's also a survivability tactic, and it's also an escape. When you summon the shade, you can activate an ability that allows me to teleport. Really fun skill to use, but it does take practice to use. Vigor, of course, you got your Vigor, so you can heal. All stamina characters need a Vigor. Dawnbreaker or Smiting. Now, a lot of people with Stamina Nightblades I've seen using the passive, the ultimate from the Sigic skill line for the damage mitigation. I'm choosing to use Dawnbreaker at this time. Well, I don't have that ability yet for the damage mitigation, but I'm going to be trying Potentates and test that out and see how that goes. And if that goes well, then I may not use the passive from the Sigic Order skill line that a lot of people are using that I'm seeing. What's up, I am Dread? How's it going, man? So yeah, that's basically my build. If y'all have more questions on it, feel free to ask. It's gonna be a work in progress. I'm still new to PvP, but I really feel like I'm getting a hang of the Stamina Nightblade usage in general. But for Cyrodiil, I have a lot to learn. I don't know the maps very well, and I still have a lot to learn about CP. So in the meantime, hope y'all enjoy this Battlegrounds build, and y'all have a nice day.